We're here at the 2018 OHSAA State Championships, and we're here at the 145-pound weight class where we have Gavin Grimm of Archbold, a senior with a 53-1 record, going against Dylan Genic of West Milton Union with junior with a 33-7 record. Gavin took first at the Defiance District last week, and Dylan took fourth at the Troy District last week at the 145-pound weight class. Grimm took 8th down here last year as a junior and hopes that he can advance to the state finals later in the week. As Grimm gets a front head here, it looks like, but the wrestlers go out of bounds as they're going to go back to the center in the neutral position with 1 minute and 41 seconds left. As a Milton Union wrestler looks to have an underhook here. Grimm's going to go for a dump, but doesn't look to get it, as he's now going to try to switch up to a drag. As a Milton Union wrestler has a front head. And after the stalemate, the wrestlers will go back to the center in the neutral position with 1 minute left. As Grimm looks to get a dump here. Grimm will get his 2. He's now going to look to lift that arm here. As the wrestler looks to come up to his feet here, they're going to look to get in a scramble position, and the Milton Union wrestler comes up to his feet and will get his 1-point escape. We are neutral. The score is 2-1 in favor of Gavin Grimm of Archbold.
Dublin is just minutes from the tournament site, offering 17 hotels, more than 100 restaurants, and great shopping. Visit www.irishisandattitude.com.
And at the end of the first period, Gavin Grimm will have a 2-1 lead going into the second. Over on mat number 4 here in the 152-pound weight class, we have Colton Souls of Archbold.
Nobody understands the unique
going against Matt Hall of Bethel Tate. Colton took 4th at the Defiance sectional or district last weekend, and Matt Hall took 1st at the Troy.
quickly and safely.
Colton does have a 2-1 lead with 27 seconds left here in the first period. Back here on mat number 6 with Gavin Grimm. Looks like the Milton Union wrestler has been hit for stalling now as he returns Grimm to the mat with 1 minute and 39 seconds left here in the second period. Milton Union wrestler looks to sink a leg in now. And at the end of the stalemate there with 1 minute and 14 seconds left, Grimm will return to the center in the down position with the 2-1 lead. As Milton Union wrestler looks to sink his leg in again here. Grimm does a nice job of defending it and comes to his base as the Milton Union wrestler has the tight waist with his left hand and sinks the right leg in again. Grimm looks to come up to his feet here. And with 20 seconds left here in the second period, the score is 2-1 in favor of Gavin Grimm still. As Million Wrestler looks to put both legs in, but Grimm gets him out.
Get him off the hips.
And at the end of the second period, the score is 2-1 in favor of Gavin Grimm. And the Million Union Wrestler will choose down to begin the third period. As Grimm is going to look to dig that arm out, it looks like he has a wing now. As he looks to try and get that wrist there, he does have it here. Grimm has that wing there, and there will be a stalemate called with 1:28 left here in the third period. Over on mat number 4, Colton Souls does have the 3-1 lead with 42 seconds left in the second period. As Grimm looks to get the tilt here. But Grimm will not get any back there. Grimm is now looking for the half here. As red has been hit for stalling here again. The score is now 3-1 in favor of Gavin Grimm with 47 seconds left here in the third period. Over on mat number 4, Colton Souls now has the 5-1 lead to begin the third period. As a Million Wrestler is going to look to try and get in a scramble position here. As Grimm does a nice job of sprawling his hips back. Looks like Grimm's going to hope for a stalemate, and he will get it with 21 seconds left here in the third period. The score is 3-1 in favor of Gavin Grimm. And over on mat number 4 with 1:37 left, the score is 5-2 in favor of Colton Souls. As Grimm's going to look to try and get a tilt here with 14 seconds left. And with 1 second left, it looks like Gavin Grimm will get the win here and will move to tomorrow morning in the quarterfinals, going against either Brennan Shirley of Madison Tuslaw or Mason Cuniff of Bridgeport. Here at the 152-pound weight class, we're back here with Colton Souls.
Wrestling next on mat number 5.
As the score is 5-3 now.
Returning state champion from Genoa area.
The score is now 5-5 with 53 seconds left here in the third period.
Wrestling now on mat number 10, bout 80, 107.
Colton Souls. Souls now has the 5-6 lead here, but will not be able to finish there with 32 seconds left here in the third period. As Hall looks to get in on a leg here. As the wrestlers will go out of bounds here with 13 seconds left.
Tell him you cannot do that. You get under.
As Hall was hit with a caution there. As with 6 seconds left, Colton Souls is going to look on to hang on for the win here. And the wrestlers will go out of bounds. And with 1 second left, Colton Souls is going to look to block his front right leg here as he has the 6-5 lead. And Colton Souls will win there and will move to tomorrow morning's quarterfinals match. Here at the 152-pound weight class, we have Mason Babcock, a sophomore from Archbold with a 38-17 record, going against Drake Dobson of Martins Ferry, a junior with a 35-7 record. Babcock took 4th at the Defiance Sectional last weekend, and Dobson took 1st at the Heath Sectional. Or, I'm sorry, District, not Sectional.
Make sure to buy your 50/50 raffle ticket. Proceeds from the raffle help fund Ohio Student Leadership Conferences. The Ohio High School Athletic Association.
As he shoots in there, but the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 1 minute and 23 seconds left here in the first period.
Quarterfinals, session number 3. A ticket will be drawn, and one lucky 50/50 raffle ticket buyer will take home half of the jackpot. Right now, the total jackpot is $2,500. The winner will be announced during session number 3 and will be posted on the OHSAA website. Sellers are located throughout the concourse, near guest services, and the arena entrances. You do not need to be present to win.
As it looks like both wrestlers here will look for collar ties in order to wear the other one down. They both look to work the head. And at the end of the first period, the score is going to be 0-0. And with the flip, it looks like Dobson will have choice. He is going to take the down position to start the second period. Dobson quickly comes up to his feet here, and we'll get an escape in 3 seconds, making the score 1-0 in favor of Dobson of Martins Ferry. Dobson now looks to try and get an underhook there. As Babcock looks to try and get a shot there, but Dobson will hit a 3/4 Nelson. And the wrestlers will go out of bounds, but Dobson does get the takedown, making the score 3-0 in favor of Drake Dobson of Martins Ferry, as Mason Babcock will return to the center in the down position. As Dobson looks to hook the ankle there with his left leg. And now he looks to put his head in the back of Babcock's shoulder and try and get a wing here. As Babcock looks to hit a switch here now. As Babcock now is going to look just to take his one. As he does have his 1 point now, making the score 3-1 in favor of Drake Dobson of Martins Ferry, as he gets in on a single leg there. Dobson's going to look for a 3/4 Nelson, but just spins around, making the score 5-1 in favor of Drake Dobson of Martins Ferry. Babcock has been warned for stalling with 11 seconds left here in the second period. Babcock will choose a neutral here and will now look to tie Dobson up. As now Babcock will get in the over-under position. Dobson now looks to have a body lock with the double unders as Babcock has the double overs here. Dobson gets in on a single leg there. As Dobson will take Babcock back, and now the score is 7-1 in favor of Drake Dobson of Martins Ferry, with 1 minute and 13 seconds left here in the third period. As the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 53 seconds left here in the third period. The score is 7-1 in favor of Dobson of Martins Ferry. Babcock quickly comes up to a tripod stand-up. As Dobson looks to go over top of the head here.
From Andover, Pontotoning Valley, returning state champion.
Dobson now looks to lock up a cradle on Babcock and is going to try and take him back here and look for more back points with 26 seconds left here in the third period. The score is now 9-1 in favor of Drake Dobson. And Mason Babcock will drop down into the consolation bracket and will wrestle again later tonight to stay alive in the 2018 OHSAA State Wrestling Championships. Here at the 182-pound weight class, we're in the first round of consolation here at the 2018 OHSAA State Tournament, and we have Mason Babcock, a sophomore from Archibald, going against Garrett Neff, a sophomore from Allen East. And Neff gets in on a double leg, it looked like there, and he will take Babcock down for the 2-0 lead with 47 seconds left in the first period. Babcock does a nice job of coming up to his tripod stand-up, but is broken back down by Neff there. As Neff gets a crossface, and now looks like he's going to try for a cradle here. Babcock gets off of his stomach here and is going to look to come up to his tripod once again. And at the end of the first period, the score is going to be 2-0 in favor of Garrett Neff of Allen East. And the choice is going to go to Mason Babcock. And he is going to defer, and he's going to go down. As Neff does a good job of moving there and will get his 1-point escape with 1 minute and 50 seconds left here in the second period. The score is 3-0 in favor of Garrett Neff. As Babcock gets in a front head position there. Neff takes multiple shots there, but Babcock gives great defense. as Neff gets a cradle there and will look to try and get back points. And Neff will pick up the pin with 1 minute and 13 seconds left here in the second period, ending Mason Babcock's sophomore campaign with a very successful sophomore campaign. Here at the 145-pound weight class in the championship quarterfinal, we are going to have Gavin Grimm, a 54-1 senior, going against Brennan Shirley of Massillon Tuslaw, a 40-10 junior. Grimm won his first round match by a 3-1 decision, and Shirley won his match by a 7-2 decision. As Grimm looks to get a 2-on-1 there, Shirley's going to look to put his hand in the side of the head to try and keep distance from Grimm there. As both wrestlers look to try and get hand position and head position, Shirley once again is going to push Grimm's head away as the wrestlers go out of bounds with 1 minute and 31 seconds left in the first period. As Shirley gets in on a shot there, Grimm does a great job of defense and looks to try and get the dump there, and does, and is now going to try and look to get backs, but does not get the count there, and we'll take the 2-0 lead with 1 minute and 13 seconds left here in the first period.
Seek the national sports medical leaders. Visit nationwidechildrens.org/sports medicine or call 614-355-6000.
Grimm drops down to a single leg there, and the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 57 seconds left as Grimm has a 2-0 lead in the first period.
Customers 510. Your players, your teams, your schools. If it's happening in high school sports, it's happening on Spectrum Sports and at myspectrumsports.com.
As Red will be hit with a caution there. That will be his first one. Grimm comes up and is going to look for a tilt here, but Shirley goes to his stomach as Grimm still has the 2-on-1 on that arm on the cross wrist. Now he looks to try and maybe go for a cotton crotch here as he has that hand under Shirley. Shirley gets his hand free, and Grimm will go back to work on top with 31 seconds left here in the first period. As Shirley tries a roll there, but nothing will come out of it. And with 27 seconds left, the wrestlers will return to the center with Shirley in the down position. Grimm once again gets the cross wrist there. And at the end of the first period, the score is going to be 2-0 in favor of Gavin Grimm. And at the flip will go to Shirley here. And he is going to defer to Grimm, and Grimm is going to go in the down position to start the second period. Shirley looks to work to go on, to work on top here, as he's going to look to try and put a leg in on Grimm. Grimm will go down to his stomach here, and he's going to look to work to his base. Grimm comes up to his feet here. As now Shirley has been warned for stalling here, and Grimm will get his 1-point escape. The score is now 3-0 with 1 minute and 25 seconds left here in the second period. Shirley looks for a shot there, and now will come up to an underhook with his right arm. As Grimm once again will look to go for a dump there and will get it, and will now take the 5-0 lead with 56 seconds left here in the second period. As the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 48 seconds left. Grimm has the 5-0 lead. Grimm drops to a single there. Shirley comes up to his feet. As now Grimm's going to look to hold that foot and lift it high. And with 8 seconds left here in the second period, there will be a stalemate. Shirley will return to the center in the down position. And at the end of the second period, the score is 5-0 in favor of Gavin Grimm. As Shirley's going to take the neutral position here. As Grimm looks to take that forward to the mat there and gets Shirley to drop to his knee. As the wrestlers will go out of bounds here with 1 minute and 28 seconds left here in the third period. Grimm does a great job of staying in a good defensive position there, not letting Shirley get to his legs. Grimm will now once again try for the 2-on-1 here. As Grimm will be hit for stalling there, which doesn't make much sense as he's been going into Shirley the whole match. And the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 52 seconds left here in the third period, as Grimm's going to look to keep his elbows in on his shots. Hand in the face. As Shirley looks for another shot there. And the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 27 seconds left. Come on, move. As we're sorry for the ref being in our way here. But Grimm will get the takedown with 7 seconds left here in the third period. And Gavin Grimm will advance to tonight's semifinals, going against Joey Capello of Lima Central Catholic, a 42-0 junior. Here at the 152-pound weight class, we have Colton Souls, a 44-14 senior from Archbold, going against Kyle Ryder, a 13-5 junior from Massillon Tuslaw. As Souls gets in on a shot there, looks to switch up to a body lock here. And the wrestlers will go out of bounds here with 1 minute and 37 seconds left. Souls won his match in the first round by upsetting a number 1 seed out of the Troy district with a 6-5 win. And Ryder won his match by a disqualification. So Ryder looks to have the double unders here. The wrestlers will go out of bounds and they will return to the center in the neutral position.
The Greater Columbus Sports Commission welcomes all schools with wrestlers, coaches, and fans to Columbus. The proud home of 20 Ohio High School Athletic Association championships each year. Congratulations.
As the wrestlers will go out of bounds here with 59 seconds left here in the first period.
For more information on Columbus's restaurants, shopping, and entertainment attractions, visit www.columbussports.org.
No hammers. No twisters.
Souls gets the 2-on-1 there and is going to look to keep going to his left side.
Right. Back to the middle. Get it. Get it. Drag.
Souls looks to try for a dump there, but comes back up to his feet. And the wrestlers will go out of bounds here with 17 seconds left here in the first period. And at the end of the first period, the score is going to be 0-0. And at the flip, Souls will have choice, and he's going to go down to start the second period. Souls quickly comes up to his feet, but is returned to the mat by Ryder. As Souls will get his 1-point escape, we are in neutral with 1 minute and 41 seconds left. As he now looks to get that single leg and is going to look to keep his hands locked here. As the wrestlers will go out of bounds here with 1 minute and 21 seconds left here in the second period.
Attention, please. Right now, the total jackpot for the 50-50 raffle is over $5,000. Proceeds from the raffle help fund Ohio Student Leadership Conferences.
And the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 1 minute and 1 second left here in the second period, as Colton Souls has the 1-0 lead.
On the OHSAA website. Sellers are located around the concourse, near the guest services, and the entrances. You need not be present. Thank you for your support.
Souls gets in on a leg here again. But comes out too high and will come up to the body here.
Returning state champion from Coimatuning Valley.
And the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 24 seconds left here in the second period.
Quarterfinal matches are now being wrestled, starting on mat 7.
Circle! Right to the middle! Up! Up! More time here! Up! Get your head out!
And the stalemate will be called with 3 seconds left here in the second period. And at the end of the second period, the score is 1-0 in favor of Colton Souls, as Ryder will choose down to start the third period here. Souls is going to look to keep his weight forward here and try and get all his weight on Ryder's hands here.
Keep your spiral. Keep your spiral first. Spiral's hip, bud, pull it. There you go, get it. Get that bar.
Souls now will look to try and get the bar here.
Get it tight first.
As he's now going to look to try and get that half, but Ryder's going to look to come up to his base. Souls now will get the half in. And they will come up, and Ryder will get his 1 point escape. We are neutral, and we'll come up to double unders, and the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 1 minute and 4 seconds left here in the third period. Souls looks to drop down to a shot there.
Put his elbow down. Put his elbow down.
And the wrestlers will go out of bounds, and Souls will be warned with stalling there with 41 seconds left here in the third period. And with 29 seconds left here in the third period, the score is 1-1.
Come on, shoot. Get it.
Push yourself, Jake. Get it. Get it.
Souls is now going to look to try and get a dump there.
Up, keep wrestling. Up, up, up.
And the wrestlers are going to go out of bounds with 10 seconds left here in the third period.
Hey. Up in here. Slide.
Don't.
Slide.
Circle.
Go.
Circle.
Can't push. Get out of there. Oh, man.
Squared up. We squared up when we had.
And Ryder will be awarded the 2-point takedown with time expiring here.
He's called the whole match.
And Colton Souls will drop down to the consolation. Here at the 152-pound weight class in the consolation bracket, we're going to have Colton Souls of Archbold, a 44-15 senior, going against Mike Woodward, a 40-14 senior. As Colton gets in on a shot there, he's going to look to keep his head high and finish. As Colton does get his 2 takedown there, he's going to take the 2-0 lead with 40 seconds left here in the first period. Reminder that in consolation brackets, the first period is only a minute. As it looks like Woodward here is trying for more of a Peterson position, but Souls does a great job of staying on that ankle and keeping Woodward's left hand. And with 22 seconds left after the stalemate, they'll return to the center with Colton Souls having the 2-0 lead. As Woodward looks to hit a switch there, but Souls does a great job with the re-switch. And now we'll look to try and get back. but will not get a count there with 5 seconds left. It looks like Colton Souls will take the 2-0 lead going into the second period. And after the flip, Green will have choice, so Souls will have choice. He's going to defer. Woodward's going to go in the top position here. Souls lost a tight one to Ryder in the quarterfinal match. And Woodward lost his first round match and won in the first round of consolations against Carlton Roberts, a common opponent with Souls. Souls does a great job of coming up to his feet, but Woodward looks to drop to a single here. And Souls does a great job of getting his leg down here with 1:43 seconds left. In the second period, the score is 3-0 in favor of Colton Souls. As the wrestlers go out of bounds here with 1:30 seconds left here in the second period. As Woodward's now in a front head position here. Neither wrestler has much of an advantage as Souls comes up to his feet and gets out of the position. Souls now gets the 2-on-1 and keeps going into Woodward. And the wrestlers will go out of bounds here with 59 seconds left here in the second period. Souls shoots in there and does a great job of coming up to the drag right away and is now going to look to get his 2 points. And Souls will get his 2 takedown and he will have the 5-0 lead with 34 seconds left in the second period. As red now has been warned for stalling with 15 seconds left in the second period. The next stalling call will be a point in favor of Colton Souls. And at the end of the second period, the score is 5-0 in favor of Souls. And he will have choice. As Woodward looks to take Souls to the ground there. The wrestlers will go out of bounds there with 1:52 seconds left here in the third period. Souls does a great job of coming up to his feet, and now he's going to look to get a hand here. But the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 1:44 seconds left here in the third period. Souls does another great job of coming up to his feet, gets a hand, and will take the 6-0 lead with 1:36 seconds left in the third period. Souls gets in on a single leg there. As he does a great job of circling to get Woodward down to his butt here. He's now going to look to work up the body and try and get his 2 points and take the 8-0 lead. He's going to look to grab that arm, and Souls will get his 2-point takedown and take the 8-0 lead with 57 seconds left here in the third period. Red has been hit for stalling again, so that's going to make the score 9-0 in favor of Colton Souls. Souls is now going to look to try and get back points there as he gets that Blair ride, and now he switches up to a half. Souls is now going to look to try and get the pin here with 17 seconds left here in the third period. And Colton Souls looks to get the 12-0 lead, and that will get Colton on the podium here down in Columbus as he will move to the next round of the consolation bracket. We're here at the 145-pound weight class in the Division III state semifinals. We're going to have Gavin Grimm of Archbold with a 53-1 record going against Joey Capello with a 40-0 record. As Capello drops to a knee here, it looks like Grimm's going to try and get the 2-on-1. Grimm looks to get the 2-on-1, and Capello tries to keep his arms straight to try and block here. Red has been warned for stalling now with 1 minute and 11 seconds left here in the first period. Red has been warned for stalling as Capello shoots in on a leg here. Grimm's going to try and break his grip here. As Grimm does get the sprawl, that's great defense there. As now he's going to look to try and get the go behind. Capella's going to stay on his knees here to try and keep Grimm from getting lower. As the wrestlers go out of bounds here with 38 seconds left here in the first period. Capello once again goes back to the face there as Grimm tries to get the 2-on-1. Capello gets in on an ankle there. As Grimm's going to try and get the 2 here. Grimm keeps circling, and with 4 seconds left, he's going to look to try and get the 2 here. But time is going to run out here in the first period, and the score is going to be 0-0 to go and start the second. Gavin will have choice, and he's going to go down to start the second period here. Grimm looks to try a roll, and now gets up to his feet nicely here. As Red has been hit for stalling here, and that is his second stalling call, so Grimm will take the 1-0 lead with 1 minute and 46 seconds left here in the second period. Capello looks to try and get the claw there. As Grimm now is going to look to fight the hands here with 1 minute and 26 seconds left here in the second period. And now the score is 2-0 as Grimm gets the escape there. The score is now 2-0 in favor of Gavin Grimm with 1 minute and 14 seconds left.
Just stay up in his face. Just stay in his face.
And the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 1 minute and 4 seconds left here in the second period. Actually, I don't have 5 minutes.
Three-time state champion, Westland senior David Cook.
As Capello will get the 2 takedown here with 47 seconds left here in the second period. Grimm comes up to his feet. And the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 34 seconds left here in the second period. Grimm sits to his butt here and is now going to look to fight the hands and come up.
Get off the hips.
As Grimm grabs the hand and is now going to look to try and get his 1 point.
Get back up. Get back up. You gotta get up. Get him off your butt. No, wait a second.
And at the end of the second period, the score is now 2-2. Grimm now is on top as Capello takes the down position to start the third period. As he's going to look to try and maybe get a wing here on that left side.
You're good.
Capello comes up to his feet here. And Grimm does a nice job of taking him back down. With 1 minute and 27 seconds left here in the third period. The score is 2-2. Capello comes up to his feet and Grimm's going to kick him. The score is now 3-2 in favor of Capello of Lima Central Catholic. Capello is going to shoot in there, and Grimm's going to look to try and circle around and try and get his 2. And Grimm will get his 2 here. The score is now 4-3 in favor of Gavin Grimm with 51 seconds left here in the third period.
Take him down. Forward.
Grimm has the half in there with his left hand. Grimm now looks and is going to try and get the tilt here. He's now going to try and get back points, and Grimm will look to receive a count, and Grimm will get back points here. Grimm is getting back points here with 13 seconds left. Grimm's going to look to come up. Grimm's going to look to hold on here as he has the 7-3 lead with 6 seconds left in the third period. Grimm is now going to have the 8-3 lead with 5 seconds left here in the third period. Now we're back here with 6 seconds left here in the third period. The score is 8-3 in favor of Gavin Grimm as he does a great job of just coming down on those ankles. And the score is 8-4. Gavin Grimm's going to advance to the state finals tomorrow. Gavin Grimm will advance to the state finals tomorrow night. Congratulations, Gavin. All right, we're here with Gavin Grimm. First off, we just want to say congratulations. State finals tomorrow. That's huge.
Thank you.
What's it feeling like?
Oh, it's great. I've had this goal since I was real little, so it feels good to go out. I'm going to be able to go out there under the lights tomorrow and just do what I do.
And what was your drive to get to this point? I know you've participated in other state tournaments. What was that like? How did that help you here?
My goals are just do better every year, do the best that I can. I've had good partners my entire life. They've had success, and I'm just following them, doing whatever I can do.
Congratulations, Gavin. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Here at the 152-pound weight class, we're going to have Colton Souls from Archbold going against Chase Moore from Swanton. Souls is a 43-14 senior, and Moore is a 48-2 senior. These two have met before, with Moore winning the past matches. But as many upsets as we've seen this state tournament, you never know, anything could happen. The wrestlers will go out of bounds there and will return to the center in the neutral position. Souls gets in on a shot there, but is also warned for stalling with 22 seconds left in the first period. At the end of the first period, the score is 0-0, and Souls will have choice. He's going to go in the down position, as Souls does have a stalling call against him.
Returning state champion from Andover, Pontotoc Valley, senior Gage Willis.
Souls does a nice job of turning in there, and will come up to his feet as Moore drops to a single leg there. So the wrestlers go out of bounds there with 1 minute and 47 seconds left here in the second period. Souls does a nice job of coming up to his feet again, and is now going to look to fight the hands of Moore. As Red now has been warned for stalling here in the second period with 1 minute and 33 seconds left. Souls also gets his escape, and the score is now 1-0 in favor of Souls. Moore gets in on a shot there and is now going to look to finish the high crotch. As Moore goes up to the head there, the score is now 2-1 in favor of Chase Moore of Swanton. As Souls will get his escape there, the score is now 2-2 with 36 seconds left here in the second period. Both wrestlers do have a stalling call in this match, as the wrestlers go out of bounds there with 26 seconds left here in the second period.
Just watching.
Souls is now going to look to drive, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's going to look to drive in and then try the dump there, but doesn't get it. Souls goes for the wrist there. As Moore comes up to his feet. Souls will kick him as he does have a stalling warning. The score is now 3-2 with 1:42 seconds left. Moore gets in on a shot there, but Souls does a great job of turning. As Souls needs to try to drop down to that ankle more there. And now he's going to try and look to throw it over his back to try and not let up the two. And there will be a stalemate with 1:15 seconds left here in the third period. You're completely fine. As it looks like Moore now here will try for the 2-on-1, and Souls tries for one also. As Souls is going to go for the dump there, but the wrestlers look to be working the edge with 45 seconds left here in the third period. The score is 3-2 in favor of Chase Moore of Swanton. Souls does a great job of working the head there and is now going to look to get a shot. As he's now going to look to switch up to the drag. He's going to look to try and hit a dump there, but won't be able to get it as the wrestlers go out of bounds with 29 seconds left here in the third period. Soul shoots in there, but won't get the leg as he's now going to try and get a drag. Moore's in a front head there with 13 seconds left here in the third period. And Chase Moore will win the match 3-2, and Colton Souls will drop down and go for 7th place tomorrow morning. Here at the 152-pound weight class of the 2018 OHSAA State Wrestling Tournament, we are wrestling for the 7th place spot on the podium, and we're going to have Colton Souls of Archbold going against Matt Hall of Bethel Tate. This was a first-round match earlier in the tournament also, with Souls getting the 6-5 win. Hall has a 45-8 record, and Souls posts a 43-14 record, with both wrestlers being in their senior campaign. Just a reminder here that since it is a consolation match, the first period is only a minute, as Hall gets in on a shot there. As Hall will get the 2 takedown, as Souls falls to his butt there with 33 seconds left here in the first period.
Wrestling on mat number 3, bout 168. Division 1, 160 pounds for 7th place. From Cincinnati, LaSalle, Junior Trey Sizemore.
Souls will get his 1-point escape there. The score is now 2-1 with 14 seconds left here in the first period. And at the end of the first period, the score will be 2-1 in favor of Matt Hall of Bethel Tate. And at the flip, Souls will have choice, and he's going to go down to start the second period.
Returning state placer, senior Ron Gittner from Canfield. Returning state placer, sophomore Anthony Delicio on net 4.
Souls comes up to his stand-up there, and will get us a 1-point escape. The score is now 2-2 with 1 minute and 45 seconds left here in the second period.
Returning state champion, senior Emil Sutherland.
Souls shoots in there, but Hall does a nice job of stopping him, and Hall gets a reshot there. But Souls gives great defense as he keeps his hips down.
On net number 2, about 176 for 5th place, Division 170 pounds, from Mason.
And the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 1 minute and 15 seconds left here in the second period.
Falls Walsh Jesuit, senior Dominic DePietro, net 2.
Hall gets in on a shot there on Souls. Is now going to look to try and take Souls back there, but Souls does a great job there with his defense and is now going to look to pick up that ankle. And maybe we'll hope for a stalemate here, as he locks in the crotch there. He goes down to the ankle once again with 43 seconds left here in the second period. He's going to look to push into Hall here to try and get his 2 points. Hall does a nice job of squaring back up there with 31 seconds left here in the second period. And the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 26 seconds left in the second period. The score is 2-2. With 17 seconds left, Hall shoots in, and now Souls is going to look to spin around with only 10 seconds left here in the second period. And at the stalemate, there's going to be 8 seconds left. They're going to be in the neutral position. And at the end of the second period, Hall's going to have choice. He's going to go in the down position to start the third.
For 7th place, from Upper Sandusky, senior Connor Johnston. From New Lexington, senior Luke Shively on net 5.
Souls looks to get the claw. Hall's going to look to come up there, but Souls does a great job of breaking him back down.
Let's go here.
And with 1 minute and 10 seconds left, Hall's going to get his escape, and now Souls is going to look to go on the attack and try and get a takedown. His score is now 3-2 in favor of Hall. Souls does a great job of working the head there as he's looking to try and get an angle for his shot. Souls shoots in there, and Hall comes down to a front head.
Division 3, 220-pound wrestler.
And the wrestlers will go out of bounds with 42 seconds left here in the third period.
Noah Price of Fremont St. Joseph Central Catholic. Please report to the bullpen.
Souls gets in on a shot there and is now going to look to try and finish as his head's in the middle. But Hall does a great job of breaking down Souls' hips. And Hall looks to have the cradle locked up, and he will get his 2 points takedown there, making the score 5-2 with 21 seconds left here in the third period.
From Maumee, senior Ryan Haas, wrestling down there 6.
Souls will get his escape and is now going to look to try and throw Hall, but he will not get it, as Hall will win the match 7-3. But Colton Souls will take 8th at the 2018 OHSAA Championships and will cap off a very, very successful senior season.
170 pounds.